What's going on, guys? My name is Ramin, and I am here to talk to you about tonight's fights. Now, tonight's fight I'm very excited about. It is about Fedor Emelianenko versus Dan Henderson. Basically, I'm only going to talk about this fight. It's the fight that I've been thinking about for about 2 months now. Maybe it was 3 months ago. I don't know, but I saw it on the internet a little while ago and been pumped ever since. Matter of fact, I've jacked it twice since I started this. Not really, but anyways, there's a 16-pound weight difference. Not really that much considering Beijao that he just knocked out was the same weight at fight time as Fedor weighs in all the time at 230, but Beijao is actually a lot more solid, of course. Fedor was kind of chubby, even though he lost, looks like about 7, 8 pounds since his last few fights. Fedor, he's only lost twice. I don't see him losing a third. Um, I think it's just time for him to lose. I mean, you went on so you have to lose sometime, and he finally lost a couple times by the heavier guy. But the deal is you can't knock that guy out, man. He is a freaking machine. Fedor is something else, dude. I honestly, I don't know what to think about that guy. He's insane. Dan Henderson said himself in an interview last week, I believe, or earlier this week, that he doesn't see himself knocking out Fedor. He doesn't see himself submitting Fedor. Now, I got a question for Dan. What do you see yourself doing then, besides wearing him out? And, I mean, he's not that much. He's not even bigger. They're the same height, 5'11 and a half. If Fedor lost all his fat, he would look like Dan and weigh about 207 pounds. Let's face it, Fedor is not a big guy. He's been fighting these big guys, and his speed has an advantage. Now, where I think this is going to come in, I don't think he's much faster than Dan Henderson. I think they're both very fast, probably the same speed. But when it comes to sambo background, you'll see a big difference between the sambo background and wrestling. I think sambo is the next wrestling. Um, it's something else, man. It's like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but with throws and punches and fakes. It's like an upgrade. When you do Jiu-Jitsu, they don't teach you how to punch. They teach you more of a defensive, tactical era. They don't really teach you how to fight. They just teach you how to submit, choke, stuff like that. I went to Jiu-Jitsu class for 2 months. But let's see. I don't think he's old. I hear a lot of crap talking about Fedor. I hear Dana White saying that he's old. He's old and washed up. I mean, dude's 34. He's the same age as your pound for pound fighter in the world, which you think is Anderson Silva. GSP. GSP is much younger, but that's another thing. I don't like GSP. Not a big fan of of the UFC. If you notice about UFC, most of their champions are not from here because we are not the best fighters in the world. We're good laying prayers. We're getting better too. We got some American champions out there, but I mean, you just got other countries coming in and holding the belt. And then the other deal is about GSP. I don't like him. I mean, he talks about I'm fighting for my legacy. Get that shit out of here. You're not a legend. Like, come on, now. You're fighting for your legacy. I mean, you sound like an idiot. This isn't a movie. This is real life. You're a professional. So be a professional. Quit talking about your legacy. You don't hear Michael Jordan out there before his last 5 years in basketball talking about, or any other sport talking about, I'm playing for my legacy. Come on, dude's an idiot, and anybody that likes him and thinks he's one of the best in the world is an idiot. I mean, yeah, in his weight class, he's longer, taller, and there's certain ways to get around it. I think it's not a coincidence that he's only fighting in Canada because the energy there is all for him. I think also I'm not sure about their athletic commissions. I mean, they're not like ours. They're not. I don't know. Nobody knows anything about other countries' athletic commissions. That's probably, I would say, the best time to get away with stuff is when you're fighting in another country, like testosterone, hormone, all types of shit, steroids, whatever stuff that athletes use to boost their energy, their speed, their focus.